Aloha! This is Steph with Turtle Flow, and this is Daisy. She might go in and out throughout the class, but she'll be joining us to start. And welcome to Yin Yoga for the summer season, and happy summer solstice. I'm bringing this practice to you for the whole summer season, but we'll kick it off on this very special day of summer solstice. So summer solstice sets off the summer season, and it's also a powerful day to set an intention for the summer season or the next 6 months. And we'll be focusing on the fire element, supported by the heart and small intestine meridian points. So if you're ready, come to your comfortable seat and feel free to have props. These are just suggested, or you don't have to have any props. And if you're brand new to Yin Yoga and need more information, feel free to go to the Yin Yoga for Beginners class. I'll attach a link above here. And just come to a comfortable seated position, but it would be very helpful if you had a bolster or couple pillows. Blocks are definitely optional, and then blanket. If you don't have a blanket, you can use bath towel or beach towels. So come to a comfortable seated position. Root into your sit bones very strongly into the earth. Sit tall, relax your shoulders, soften your face, and just start to take some deep breaths. And you're also welcome to watch me or close your eyes and listen as I just share some energy of the summer. So the summer solstice is the official day that kicks off the summer season. It's the longest daylight, so we have more light than ever during the whole year, of the whole year. So we have more light. Today is the day with the longest light of the year in the northern hemisphere, and it's probably the winter solstice for the southern hemisphere. So today I'm going to focus on the summer solstice, and since I'm in northern hemisphere, and the summer, I'm going to start off the summer solstice by sharing a quote, my favorite quote regarding the sun. Even after all this time, the sun never says to the earth, "You owe me." Look what happens with a love like that. It lights up the whole sky. And that's a quote by Hafiz. So just kind of think about that as we move through the practice. So it's about just giving with that expectation, really focusing on how you want to show up, expand, and give your gifts, share your gifts with the world in a big, expansive way, and coming from your heart center. So the summer season in traditional Chinese medicine is represented by the fire element, which is associated with the heart meridian and the small intestines meridian points. So today's sequence will be focusing on that. Again, just keep breathing deep and relax. So Yin Yoga is all about coming to stillness and being and stretching, but in a relaxed way from the space of being instead of pushing and doing. So we're just mentally, physically kind of shifting into that as I share the summer element. And the heart and small intestines meridian points is going to aid in circulation, digestion, inflammation. This is also good for inflammation and excessive heat. So summertime we can get overly heated. Our body can get really hot from just the weather and all the fun activities we engage in. It's a very active season, so we want to balance that out with this yin practice. So this is also great for someone who's experiencing hot flashes and just balancing out the heat to really ground and cool down. And yin yoga you want to practice before you do like a lot of activities so that we can really safely target the deeper layers of the body, the connective tissues and the ligaments. So the energy, I'll share more, but let's get into our first pose so we don't spend too much time with these elements. So I'm going to start with, once you've settled in with your breath, I'm going to set my blanket off for a while. And we're going to just start with Dangle. So this is like a forward fold. So feet can be hip distance or together, comfortable distance. Legs can be slightly bent. And the most important thing is that you just let your head hang. I'm going to also set a timer for 3 minutes. And then just let the arms dangle. Let the head hang. So there's no effort in the this is to also stretch out the neck, the cervical spine. So release the crown of the head towards the gravity, the earth. The arms can just dangle, or you're welcome to grab the opposite elbows. And then with yin yoga, you want to just breathe normally. So just first few breaths we took, first few minutes as we first sat into the practice, I had you breathe deep just to kind of calm your nerves and come to the present moment, transition into the practice. But once you're in the first pose, simply let the breath be natural and observe the natural breath. So this summer season, it's all about being passionate. The fire element is about igniting your passion, willpower related to your solar plexus, the confidence, willpower, motivation, connecting to the color of yellow, orange, the life-giving force of the sun, joyful, vibrant, active, expansive. And this is, fire is also alchemy, element of transformation, transforming lead to gold. So connect to all those qualities. We're also connecting to our inner radiance, allowing our inner radiance to just brightly shine. Time to dream big. And if you're not comfortable with the head down, if you have anything going on, you can also lie down against the wall with the legs up. That's another variation for this pose. or you can do a seated forward fold. Again, see where you can let go. 1 more minute left. And then gently come up halfway. Inhale. Sorry, my hair is all over the place today. Exhale. Come on to all fours. And you can do some cat-cow. Or in Yin Yoga, what's called a marauding bear. So you can do cat-cow. You can rock side to side. Make circles. We're also aligning and connecting that creative flow, creative energy. And this is time to take action. And our next pose is going to be dragon with the twist. So feel free, we're going to be on the back knee for a while, so feel free to have a blanket if you have sensitive knees to protect your knee. Again, in Yin Yoga, props are all optional. Step your right foot forward, and you can draw your left knee back, press the hips forward. So you want to feel the twist in that front thigh of your back leg. Okay. I'm going to set the alarm again. The timer. I'm going to hold this for 3 minutes. And then you can have a block under the bottom arm. You can even come onto your elbows. You can even heel toe your right foot out. Turn your toes out. And then maybe twist to face the right side. You can even do a half bind with that top arm. So we're adding a little half heart opening on that right arm. And then once you're in the pose, try to be as still as you can. Again, you can do this with the bottom arm straight and hand at the waist instead of the bind. But you want to get some heart opening on that right side of the upper chest. Soften your face, and then just simply breathe normally and observe the breath, using your breath as an anchor to stay in the present moment. I want to be on my elbows. So if you can come all the way to the floor, you don't even need a block, that's fine too. Connecting to that bright, uplifting energy of the sun. You can visualize the sun as you're holding. It's taking that life force energy. The sun gives life to all the plants, flowers. This is where everything ripens. One more minute. And start to really draw your attention within. Connecting to your inner radiance, visualizing it just expanding, radiating from your inside outwards. Gently release your top arm. Come on to your hands. Heel toe your front foot inside if you walked it out. Step back to all fours. And then again, you can do some marauding bear. cat-cow, rocking side to side, making circles, or you can take a child's pose. You can always lie down in mini Savasana, but right now we're gonna go to the other side, so I don't suggest you do that until you complete both sides. But mini Savasana between the poses are always an option to feel the rebound of the subtle energy. So counter pose, you can do whatever feels good to you, listening to your body. And of course, you always want to consult your physician before participating in any physical activity. Again, you can just be on your hand. We're gonna go on the other side. Make sure you walk your right knee back as far as you can as you press the hips forward. You can just stay with your hands on either side the whole time, or you can heel toe your left foot out. Again, listen to your body. I'm giving suggestions so you can really cater to what feels right for you. You can be on your hand and just stay here. Left hand can be at the waist to twist, or you can do a half bind. You can also come onto your elbow, with your elbow on the block at whatever height that feels right for you. Or you can just go all the way to the floor if you don't need it. Again, with Yin, you wanna go 60-70% of your maximum capacity, rather than going all the way to the max. It's better to just be still and find ease. You can come back to focusing on your natural breath. Luxuriate in the hold. Nothing should be hurt, painful, no sharp pain anywhere. You can always back off or go deeper as you're holding. And this is dragon with a twist, adding that little heart opening element, my mini heart opening on one side. One more minute. Just holding on for 3 minutes on each side. Gently release your top arm. Heel toe your front foot back if you walked it out. Or you can just step back to all fours. And you can take a child's pose. You can do some rotting bear. You can lie down in a mini Shavasana. So you can be still, or you can move dynamically for a counter pose. Again, there's no wrong or right way, and even if you do dynamic movements, you don't want to go too crazy, so that we can keep our focus on the connective tissues, the deeper layers of the body. Pose is going to be melting heart. So if you have anything going on with the shoulders, if it's too much for you, you can use a blanket or bolster under your arms like this. And you can also rest your forehead on it. And start with your knees hip distance and really let the heart drop. So this is like puppy dog. We're gonna be here for 3 minutes. So you want the hips to be over your knees. Walk hands forward and drop. If you're not using any props, you can just simply do one arm at a time. Extending one arm, fold the opposite arm, and just rest your forehead. And then main thing is that you let the heart melt into the earth. Or you can do both arms, breathing through your forehead or your chin. You can see what feels best for you. I'm gonna use bolster myself. If you do one arm at a time, you wanna switch the arm at half point. Make sure you're not sitting into into child's pose. You can also curl the toes under, or you can root through your tops of your feet. If you're doing one arm at a time, you can switch to the other arm. Just allowing your heart to expand, soften and open to receive. You can let yourself just be. Gently come up to all fours, and then you can do some riding bears. And then we're going to come on to the floor on our belly. Turn your head one way. Slide down. Slide your right leg so that it's in a 90-degree angle. Your inner right leg touching the ground. Bring your arms into cactus arms and then face the right. This is a prone Savasana, or aka Spiderman. We're going to use this as a counter pose just to release the back. And then we're going to straighten out that left arm straight across. Palm faces down. And then stack your hips, your shoulders. You can bend your legs. Come on to your right fingertips. And then press away as far as you can go. Some of you might be able to straighten that bottom leg and then come onto the right tiptoe and then lean back more. But just to start, we're just gonna do broken wing this way so that You want to feel this in the pectoral of the left front chest, the left side. This is called broken wings. So you're going to push the floor away and lean back. You might not get too far, but as long as you're feeling the stretch in that front part, the pectoral of the left side, that's as far as you need to go. And you don't have to have the blanket underneath you. I just have it underneath because it was already there. You can simply observe the natural ebb and flow of your breath, sinking the natural breath. One more minute. So this is a little more active in terms of efforting to open up that front chest with the top fingers. Pressing into the floor and pushing away. Soften your face. You can allow yourself to just be with the moment. And gently release. Come on to your belly again. And we're going to do the Spiderman on the other side. So both legs straight to start. Bring your arms in cactus arms. Turn your head to the left. And slide your left leg so that bent knee is in line with your hip, ankle in line with your knee, and the inner leg is on the ground. And this is really great for releasing your back and grounding. We spend so much of our time expanding outward during the summer. So this is a very grounding, prone Savasana, releasing our back. And then it's a counter pose. So we're not going to hold for that long. And then now we're going to transition to that broken wing. So straighten that right arm straight across, palm faces down. Start to come onto your left fingertips. Stacking your hips, and you can bring your legs together, or you can straighten that bottom leg and then maybe come onto that left tiptoe, and then you might be more tight on this side. Again, this is enough for me. So as long as you're feeling the stretch in that pectoral, the front of the top part of your front chest, collarbones are, as long as you're feeling that stretch, that's as far as you need to go. Keep pressing the floor away from you with your left fingertips grounding. Push away, lifting the left chest, and breathe. Softly breathing in and out through your nose, and relax wherever you can. except for that left finger is rooting and pushing away, leaning back with that left chest. Feel free to sigh out to exhale to release any unnecessary tension, and then soften your face, soften everything, and allow yourself to just be. And then gently release. And then press back to child's pose. Or you could have just flipped over and did a Savasana, mini Savasana, and feel the rebound. So for the next pose, you could stay here in the child's pose legs, or you can even bring your knees slightly wider to the Tadpole variation. Reach your right arm forward and weave your left arm through, or the modified rolling panda. If you want to go into the full rolling panda, you can come onto all fours. So you can do the Tadpole variation, or you can do this on all fours, knees hip distance, hips over the knees. Weave your left arm through. Right arm is straight forward. Or you can bend at the elbows, be on the tips of the fingers. Or some of you might choose to do the half bind. See what feels right for you. And open up the upper back and breathe. Feel the gravity beneath you and root into the earth. One more minute. See where else you can soften and keep observing your natural breath. And if you are in a half bind, release your top arm. Come on to the right fingertips, straight. Press the floor away as you come onto all fours. And you can take a child's pose, the arms by your sides, or you can do some riding bear. Again, you can be still, lying down to receive the rebound, or you can move around. And then set up for rolling pandas on the other side, which is thread the eye of the needle in Hatha. Okay, so you can do the Tadpole variation. Reach your left arm forward, weave your right arm straight across as far as you can go, root onto the left side. So again, as long as you're feeling the stretch in the upper back on the right side, and just root into the earth, that's as far as you need to go. Or you can do this on all fours. Reach your left arm forward, and weave your right arm through, and root onto that right side of the face. That left arm can be reaching forward, or you can do a half bind. You can just bend it and root through the fingertips. Find a sustainable variation and just be. So a lot of these poses are not very comfortable. So you're practicing finding ease in the discomfort. So where else can you soften and let go and arrive in that stillness, allowing yourself to just be here and now with your breath. And release and ground, surrender to the gravity. Let yourself be held by the earth. Allow yourself to be held by the earth. Slowly roll up. Releasing that top arm. If it's in a half bind. And then for the next, so you can do some rotting bear, child's pose as a counter pose. Again, you can lie down in Savasana and just find the rebound. And then for the next pose, it's a saddle. Gonna really open up the heart. So in order to do that, I'm gonna have a bolster behind you. So if you're tight in the front thigh or your lower back sensitive, you can even incline your bolster with 2 blocks like in an L, and then just bring it higher. You can have another blanket on top of this. Like so. So that is if you need a lot of support. And if you're really comfortable with the saddle pose, you're welcome to just do both legs at the same time. And I'm gonna hold for 2 minutes each on this one. So again, you can just do flat. So to come to saddle, we're gonna start with the right leg. So you can bend your right leg back. You can be on a blanket, so the ankle and the top of your foot feels more supported. My mic keeps flipping in. So I'm gonna do one leg at a time, just so you can see. And then some of you might just be on your hands like this, and then the knee doesn't have to be in line with the hip. You can just let it open up to what feels natural for your body. This leg is just very relaxed. And some of you might come all the way down. And then really open your heart. We want to really focus on our heart opening, more so than the leg stretch. The knee can come up. If you need more support, you can put more props underneath. And then another option is to bring your arms over your head and grab the opposite elbows. And you might even need another blanket on top. Or you can simply just open your arms out to the side and really open to your heart center. Again, you can do this with both legs bent. And you can just lie down straight onto the floor if you don't need that extra prop. And then just simply relax, let go. Soften your face. Your arms over your head, really ground into the support beneath the arms instead of holding your arms up. Release your whole back body to all the props, the earth, the gravity beneath you. Relax your muscles. And then if you're doing one leg at a time, lean to that straight leg side and straighten both legs. Rise up. If you have both legs bent, just stay where you are and then switch sides if you're doing one leg at a time. Again, bend at the leg. The left foot can be flexed or pointed, and you want to make sure your torso is straight, not so curved, and the knee can come up. You can even have a towel or block or something underneath. You can even sit up on a blanket before you lean back. Again, arms can be just wide, out to the side, expand through your heart center. Or you can bring your arms over your head with opposite shin on top. And then really ground into the bolster. Or you can put a blanket on top. And just be. Completely surrender to all the props beneath. Come back to observing the natural breath. Soften your face. And then gently and mindfully, you can either lie down and just lean to the other side and then straighten that back leg. Or the bent leg, you can flex, point your feet. Shake it out. Circle your feet. Just loosening out the ankles. And allow yourself to just be receiving the rebound energy for a moment. If you had both legs bent, you can lean to one side, straighten both legs, or press yourself up and then straighten the legs. Coming up very mindfully and slowly so that you don't interrupt that yin energy. And then gently release the bolster. And we're gonna do a twist. So you're gonna start with your legs bent. Cross your right knee on top of your left. Shift your hips to the right and then drop your legs to the left. So we're gonna do twisted roots as a counter pose. And then you're welcome to have like a blanket or block underneath the knee. Open your arms out and look to your right. Your arms can be in cactus arms or in a T. You can have your left hand on top of your right thigh. Come back to your center, cross, uncross, and cross your left knee on top. Shift your hips to the left, and then drop your legs to the right. Again, you can bring your arms out in a T or cactus arms. You can look to your left. The right arm can be on top of your left thigh, or you can open up both arms in a T. So you can even get a nice side neck stretch, but make sure you're not straining to turn your head. And if turning your head is not comfortable, you can just look straight up. twist, little heart opening here, or just arms, pectoral opening, and outer hip, outer thigh. And then come back to your center. Uncross your legs, hug your knees. Gently rock side to side. So you can just stay here hugging your knees, or you can do a stirrup, happy baby. So if you're not able to grab the outer feet, you're also welcome to grab the back of your thighs. And you can rock side to side, or just be still. So this is helping to release your back, counter saddle, all the strain on the back from saddle. Good girl. And then release and get ready for your final rest. So for your final rest in Yin, you can also have a bolster under your knees or roll the blanket under your knees for lower back support. And then you can bring your legs slightly wider than you would normally, with your arms over your head in a V. And this is called Pentacle. The very open Savasana. Open variation for the final rest. So instead of Savasana, you can do the Pentacle variation. Another option is a fish variation of Savasana. So to do that, you would open up the blanket the long way, fold it 3 times, and then you want the smoother edge to face the top. And then you're gonna lie down, and you can still have the bolster under your knees for this, or you can just have your legs straight. But the key is that when you bring your arms into a T, your legs are, your arms are right. The inner arms touch the top edge of your blanket, and the blanket is supporting that bra line, the scapula, and your neck and head is off of the blanket. So it's giving you this little heart opening with your arms straight. So that's another option for the Savasana variation. So we're gonna be here for a good 8 minutes. So just get really comfortable, and at any point if something hurts or doesn't feel good, you can just relax. I'm actually gonna move more to the side because I'm too close to the lines and I'm not able to open up my arms. Yeah. And if you're doing the fish variation, you can even have the legs just straight instead of having a bolster under your knees. But if that strains your back, support it with rolled blanket or bolster. And do your best not to make any movements, and let yourself release into a deep relaxation. You can observe in the natural breath. And the peak pose of any yin practice is the final rest. And this practice allows you to have a deeper access. And this practice allows you to have access to a deeper state of relaxation, so take advantage. And then I'll just be silent. One last thing, if some emotions arise, remind yourself you're in a safe space, let yourself feel. And if you're in need of grounding, this is too opening for you, you can also put a blanket on top of your belly and thigh. And at any point, you can always make minor adjustment and then find stillness again. But do your best to just be without any movement. So the setup is really important. Now simply drop into your stillness, into gravity for the next 5 more minutes in silence until the chime rings. start to tune into your heart center, to your deepest heart's desires. Tuning into your heart's desire for your highest good and highest good of all. And from that space, set an intention for your summer solstice. Set it in present tense and repeat it 3 times silently in your head with full conviction, firmly believing as if it's true right now. And you're welcome to stay here longer if you need that extra rest. If you're ready to end your practice, simply start to breathe deep in and out through your nose, wiggling your fingers, your toes, bending your legs, and roll to your right side. I'm just going to turn to the left side so I can face you. And then take a moment in fetal position. And keeping your gaze inwards, press yourself up as slow as you can to any comfortable seated position of your choice. Sitting tall, bringing your palms together at your heart center, lifting your heart toward your thumbs as you bow down in gratitude to yourself for showing up for your practice and sending gratitude to the practice itself and to all those you love. And thank you for sharing your practice with me and everyone that watches this at any time. And wishing you an amazing summer solstice, summer season, and this is time to really dream big and take actions, inspired actions, however small, and celebrate each action that you take. And really enjoy this summer vibrancy of the summer season. Allow yourself to fully blossom and ripen into your dreams, to your intention, and wishing you miracles, aligning with that miracle energy so things can happen instantaneously, alchemically, aligning with alchemy, the magic of alchemy. So enjoy, have fun, also fuel your inner child. Just do things for the pure joy, maybe remembering creative activities you enjoyed as a little girl or a little boy, and that can really reignite some creativity, new inspirations to really blossom into what you are here to share and contribute. So thank you again. And If you're more into like an active way to celebrate summer solstice, one thing that's been done traditionally is do 108 rounds of sun salutations. So if you're inspired to, I'm sure there's a way that you can find people to do that with. And I'll be sharing in the community tab sun salutation class I did for the Yoga with Dog channel. I'm gonna share that link in the community tab so that you can also celebrate doing sun salutations. So thank you. Feel free to share this video, like and comment your experience, what you're looking forward to for the summer, your favorite activities to do in the summer, any exciting travel plans. Share that all with me in the comments below, and please subscribe if you haven't. And thank you to all those new subscribers. Welcome to the Turtle Flow Soul fam, and looking forward to keep growing and supporting each other. Thank you. Aloha. Namaste.